Okay, what I want to remind all of y'all is that all the borders of African countries were drawn by Europeans for the purpose of exploitation. Africa is one continent and we're one people. So my sister Anita said that Ugandans should not have to listen to Congolese music, defending Ugandans, saying that they don't have to respect Congolese music and that Koffi Olomide is not real African music. First of all, Zaire must be respected as an African artistic hub because they produced the first hits in popular African music from the 40s all and up. Zaire set African dance floors on fire, and JB Piana, where her son Koffi Olomide made music which was more African than Tabule and Franco had had hard hitting beats. He was more melodical. So Franco and Tabule were more melodical, and so was Tabule. Koffi Olomide returned African music to its true roots of tribal rhythms, and the lead upbeat songs of Congolese music was used loud, roaring rappers whose words subdivide the beat as the group responds in calm response. Being African doesn't mean being trash or poor or unsophisticated. Just because Koffi Olomide is sophisticated doesn't mean he is denying Africa's problems of poverty. Koffi Olomide is an African patriot and has held guitars all over Africa. To those who think Koffi Olomide is Idi Amin, Koffi Olomide even stated that Koffi Olomide does not speak empty words like Idi Amin. And another thing, even if Ugandans and Kenyans think Koffi Olomide is lousy music, there's a misconception. This is a misconception because they don't have the intelligence to understand the meaning of and technicality of the arrangement of the instruments. And the fact of the matter is, Koffi Olomide is a Christ follower and a peacemaker. The only African artist to have taken 4 awards on one night, Artist of the Decade 2005, World's Greatest Musician, because he's the most technical and the most diverse. Classical music is great, but you're not going to put that on when you're dancing. Metal is great, but Koffi Olomide is more diverse than heavy metal because he has more styles in one album, in all his albums, than the whole of heavy metal. Because heavy metal is a lot more repetitive than Koffi Olomide's music, and classical is not as diverse as Koffi Olomide's music, and you can't dance to it. So this places Koffi Olomide in artistic league, which is above even Michael Jackson, above anything in the West, and above anything around the world. Koffi Olomide is the world's greatest musician, confirmed.